Hey guys, Brian with Beast Ride again. I'm going to show you how to clean the zipper here, the zipper line with the Brasso chrome and polish cleaner. What we're going to use is we got some Q-tips, a cloth, the Brasso, and the bag here. So first thing, we've got this microfiber cloth. I have it a little bit damp. I'm going to wipe the zipper line here just to get off any dust or anything that could get in the way. So next thing, I took a plastic cup and cut it, and I put the Brasso at the bottom here just as a way to, put it on there. And I've got the Q-tip, and go ahead and dip it in the Brasso. It's like a little paste here. It's like a toothpaste consistency. So I just go ahead and dab it in, and I dab a little bit off. I don't put a ton on there, but enough to put on the zipper. So as you can see, I'm just kind of pushing it on the zipper here. I'm trying not to get a lot on the sides just because I don't know really what it's going to do on the sides, but just go ahead and put it on. I'm going to do about 2 to 3 inches at a time here, and I just kind of rub, and as you can see, you'll see in a minute, but there's junk coming off on the Q-tip, so you can see the Q-tip's a little bit darker. So I'm going to get a different Q-tip here. I've got a stockpile of them. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on here, and just going to go ahead and kind of continue wiping because the back and forth motion is what's going to be getting this off. And you just kind of go back and forth here, and you'll see in a minute I'm going to go over it with a cloth and we'll kind of see what results we have. But you just kind of continuously go back and forth here in this motion. I'm just kind of trying it out this method. I'll show you a different way I do it further into the video, but you can kind of see now it's getting off the tarnish and the stuff off the zipper. So you can see the discolored Q-tip here. It looks kind of gray. Just go ahead and put a little bit more on here. This may get a little bit tedious, so you may want a little bit of music in the background or something on. But just go ahead and kind of wipe it. I got a little bit on the sides there, as you can see, and I'm going to wipe that up later with my cloth. And I just use the other end here. Go ahead and just continue wiping. And I'm trying not to get it in the crevices. That's another thing here. I'm trying to just get on the surface. It's not going to be a big deal if it gets in the crevices, but you just have to come back later with the cloth, with a little damp cloth to clean it out. And I'm getting the microfiber cloth. It's a little damp, and we just go ahead and wipe it here. This will just get the excess off. And it's actually, you can see the difference here. So at this point, it's not the white of the Brasso, it's actually the original color here of the zipper. So you can see the difference. It's quite dark on the left side, and then on the right, it's a lot shinier. So it's definitely working. It's just going to take some time and a little elbow grease, but it's worth it here. And the white Brasso does come off the little fabric on the sides of the zipper. It just takes a time or two to come back over it and do that. So I'm just kind of doing a few rubs here and trying to get out. You can see a little bit of the white stain on the sides in the very middle, but I'll get that off a little bit later with the microfiber cloth. And you can see the difference here. The right is quite a bit shinier, and the left has some, darkened color and tarnish. So overall, though, it's a pretty good quality bag, and the sides are a lot darker. So this part I went ahead and sped up a little bit. I'm basically just doing the same thing down the center of the bag. Again, just applying it on the upper spline portion. And you can do that just kind of working your way down, and you can kind of see where you left off. Oh, here I'm going and I'm putting some water back on the microfiber cloth here to help cover it up. So again, this is a Brasso, just adding a little bit more to my arsenal here, and just shake it up before you do that. And that's what it looks like there. And we'll just go ahead and wipe it down a little bit. And not to wipe it down too much because you want it to still be a little dry when you apply it, but just go ahead and put a little bit on. You're going to want to get both sides of the zipper line of course, when you're doing this, to get the best results. So, and you just flip it over to get areas that you can tell that didn't get up as much, didn't get off as much. So I ended up wiping it kind of every maybe 2 inches or so as I was doing it, to not let the stuff dry here. I've got my Cliff Bar. Got to get your nutrition in while you're doing this. This Brasso is working pretty well. I will put in the description a link to it. It's an affiliate link, so you can hop on Amazon and grab it there if you want. And it's coming off pretty good. It just takes a while because you're going down the bag. You're doing little bit by bit, but I found this is just a good way to do it. I'm not really sure if, I suppose you could do it with a lot more, but you'd have to be cleaning out the gunk and unzippering it. That just would be, I think that would take more time. So, and I'm kind of cleaning it more with the microfiber cloth here just because I don't want it to get gunked up everywhere. I'm just speeding it up here to kind of show you the process a little bit more. This one, you can see I got it on the side fabric area there, so cleaning it up right after, I can tell and see as I did that, it did help. And you can see the side here, see the difference, the shiny and the untreated side. Just because it was a really nice day, might as well enjoy the weather while I'm doing this. So this is a little closer up view of me doing it. And I'm tackling the side here of the zipper. So overall, this size bag took me maybe half an hour, maybe a little bit longer, but I had the Ravens game on, and I was paying attention to that as well as I was doing this, so that could be why it took a little longer. Okay, so here's where the button is. This is one of the straps. And what I did here is I just put some on the end, and I just kind of was getting it all around, not really worrying too much because I knew I was going to get it on the leather, and I was just going to wipe it off at the end here. But it did come off really well on these small buttons. As you can see, it's on the Q-tip here. And as I cleaned it off right after, it does look a little bit better. A little bit on the edges. We could have cleaned a little more on the edges, but you could definitely see it got a little tarnish off there and some grime and stuff. This is another button we're working on. I think it had 4 in total, so we just did this here. And we're just cleaning that one off. That one looks a lot better. That one's a lot shinier there. So you can see a difference. There's a little bit of green on the edges. We could still clean that up, but. So this is the final product here. This is how you can clean the zippers with Brasso. Again, I went ahead and put the Amazon affiliate link in the description. If you like this video, go ahead and check out this next video here. And here's the Brasso again up close, if you want to take a look at it.